Welcome back, everybody. This is a continuation of the same day from the last video. You've already seen me construct a home for my nut drivers. In this video, I'm going to turn my attention to the other side of the workshop, where a few more things needed a home of their own. I still have to figure out a place to hang these. I've thought about a shelf that goes here, losing the PV pipe, and building a little shelf right there. Maybe on the bottom of the shelf I can put a holder for my drills. The drill and driver are something that I use a lot, and I don't like that they live on the workbench. These things need homes. One thing that I use a lot is down here. I gotta bend down, and this is kind of heavy. And buried in here in this tight drawer are drill bits, and I've got drivers. And these two boxes I use quite a lot. I'd say almost daily, especially lately. So at the end of the day, I got to put these things away along with the Allen wrenches, and I would like to have these more readily available, and I think they should be with the drills. So if this were to live on a shelf right here, that'd be kind of neat. You know, when I need something and I'm working on it, I just reach up, grab it. I could put a little lip on it like this so that it just kind of clicks into place, and hopefully it would stay put while I was underway, should that day ever come. So I think today's goal is to find a nice home for my drivers and my drill bits. Maybe I can take these. These are going to be battery holders for another bank of batteries. These batteries are getting old and they're not holding their charge. They're good for the drill and the driver, but if I put them in the blower or circular saw, those batteries aren't cutting it. So I broke down and I ordered some bigger batteries. They're gonna live over here inside these holders, which is like 22 3/4, which is perfect to fit in there. I'll have to build this out like I did with these. You see there's like a 2x4 that these holders are sitting on, so that I've got room to clear this piece right there. Well, one good thing about this project is that it forces me not to store stuff where it doesn't belong, like cramming that PVC into the shelving there. So this was going to help me clean up in several ways. A better place to store stuff is underneath the truck. You can see I've got some ripped 2x4s stored down there. And here I'm cutting them down to use them as supports for those battery holders. One 2x4 by itself wouldn't have been wide enough, but by having two ripped pieces I'm able to spread them apart and get it so that everything would be held securely. It's a constant thing that I think about, because this could potentially be rumbling down the road someday. And here I am using my drivers again. I love the little Ryobi setup, however I hate how tight they are in there. It's always a struggle to get the bits out. Come on, Ryobi. Now after shuffling the stuff on the top of the shelf around, I'm able to get a drill in there, first from underneath to determine where the holes have to be. And then I'm going to drive the screws from the top down into those ripped 2x4s. It really is the only secure way to hold them up in place. And yes, it might be a little bit of overkill, but again, I don't want these things falling apart while I'm driving down the road. Now that I got the structure there, I'm hanging the hangers.
Beautiful.
And I gotta say, it does my OCD very, very good. A place for everything, right? Okay, when the batteries arrive, they got a home. Now the shelf. For such a tiny shelf, this thing gave me a huge amount of problems. I'll point them out as we go along. Be able to go there. Plenty of room. Yeah, that's a good height. I could mark that if I had a frickin' pencil. This might be where my troubles began. Perhaps if I wasn't wearing readers all the time or staring at a computer editing videos, but maybe there just are no excuses. Yeah. Find out what my pencils are at. I think somebody stole my pencils. Oh. Thank God that wasn't a snake. That's where it's going to live. As I measured down from the shelf and then up from the workbench, I realized that there's a discrepancy of about a 1/4 inch from one side to the other. But that's no big deal. I split the difference, and nobody's ever going to know. The next challenge was to decide how to attach the back support for the shelf, and I suppose I could have just screwed it to the trusses, but instead I decided on something a little more industrial. That's craziness. In case you were wondering, I made the mistake of leaving a bunch of seed in here once, and the squirrels found their way in. They chewed a hole in it. Sons of bitches. What's the chance that's going to stay there when I go on the outside and push through with the bolts? I'd say none. No chance. Ain't no way that's going to stay there, dude. At least it won't fall. We'll give it a shot. Yeah. So there's about no chance of that happening. Be positive, Marty. Be positive. That's pretty high up there. Come here, you. No way. It's not even going in. Like a piece of wood in there or something. Oh, you son of a... Unbelievably, and I never would have guessed it, I was able to grab the nut with the bolt. When it came to the other side, not so much. There's those fleeting moments where you wish you had somebody there to hold something for you, you know? Then, as if the universe was trying to tell me to take a break, I went ahead and I broke something. I just broke my camera mat. That's nice. Oh, hell. Shit. I love when that happens. Still got one bowl on there. So that'll do. Sometimes you eat the bar and sometimes you
eat you. Is that some kind of Eastern thing? Far from it.
Well, as usual, I figured out how to get the job done by myself, even with a broken camera mount. I kind of feel like Han Solo in the trash compactor there. Damn it. You moron. Idiot. Gosh. Gotcha. Oh yeah, I gotcha. How do you like my fiberglass work, huh? Yeah, don't look at that. Fucking stick out on me now. Damn it. Alright. That ought to hold. Now I need something. What exactly? A piece of plywood, perhaps? I think I need a little support here and there. That would probably do it. What do I have in the wood stash? Too thin? Yeah, too thin. Too thick? Come on, Goldilocks, where you at? I think that'll do. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, it'll probably come out to about here.
Follow that angle. Like that. Mm-hmm. Right in here. Might glue that in place. Yes, sir. Let's sand that down a little bit. Sticky, sticky, sticky.
Gonna make a mess of it. That's okay. You can make a mess, it's okay. Where are you? Oh, yeah, some in here somewhere.
There you are. That's good. 2.
That's a tricky one. There you go, I knew you had 4 somewhere.
I don't know if I'll need 4, but there they are. Yep.
20. Yeah.
I think this one's too big. I need this one instead. Good. I like it. It's a little crooked. A little fixing. Thank you. Better nail set than this. good nail set, but not the one I want. Yes. Mm-hmm. I suppose if I was an infant right about now, I'd be crying and it'd be time for me to have a nap. But I'm an adult, and I figured, well, hey, I can get this job done. Come on, Stash. However, everything seemed to be bothering me at this point. The camera lighting, my self-imposed lack of woodworking skills, and my current state of lacking of organization. Good God, I better clean up my wood stash. Okay, what do I need? 5.5 by 23 3/4. Nope.
Nope. Nope.
I guess you're it. Fortunately, there's some sort of autopilot that my body seems to go on when my mind ain't working right. This enables me to use dangerous tools without hurting myself. I'd like to take this time to give a shout out to my medulla oblongata, which helps ensure that I keep breathing and other automatic things, which would probably cause me a lot of trouble if I had to actually focus upon them. But as I pick up the piece that I just cut, I don't realize the big mistake that I'm actually making. Inexorably, in full automatic mode, I head back inside and I turn on the lights, which are firing kind of like my brain. Although I must say they're very energy efficient and they look awesome in real life. Anyways, I get to work on the meticulous task of measuring out the piece of plywood that I just picked up off the floor and try my darndest to do a very nice, meticulous job. How do I measure that? Not putting that in there. I can't put it in there. You gotta measure. Use that measuring device. You got that's like 1 3/4 to 3 1/8. 1 3/4, 3 1/8. This one, 1 3/4, 3 1/8 strong. There's 1 3/4, 3 1/8 strong. I need to notch for the wire. I see, says me.
Budgie. Yeah, thank you.
Take 3. Man, that fits so good, except why is it not 5.5? What? Holy shit. I can't blame that. It's been there since last night. Okay. You know what? I got a real nice template now. Well, I take a little time to admire my handiwork and not pay attention to the fact that I thought I was almost done for the day, only to have to redo all the work that I had just done to that plywood. However, I was kind of feeling good for some reason, as if the bad juju had finally left me. Holy crap, Maddie. Better. I got room for one more, which is wonderful. Now I just need a face on here, just like I made for the light. And I believe this is extra. That's gonna fit in there. And it's a little bit tight. It's okay. We'll sand it back with this. Fasten her down. No space. Thank you. So there you go. Got us a shelf with a lip. And that's where that stuff will live. Now whenever I'm putting stuff away or going to start a new mess, I'll have a place for stuff. I feel like I got my butt beat on this one. Between the lighting and, well, screw-ups. But that's life, right? Hope you guys are entertained and having a good time watching me play around here in my mobile workshop. There's going to be a lot more of this going on. And I mean this.
You need to stop on this. But you just pointed to all of me.
All of it. And I'll share it with you guys whenever I can. Well, I know I've said it before, and I hope you forgive me for being repetitive, but I really appreciate you guys watching these videos, even despite my foibles and my screw-ups. The fact that you're still here makes me think I really do hope you guys enjoy this stuff and that all my efforts are worth your time. If you feel that it is, go ahead and give it a like and stick around, because I'm hoping I'll see you in the next one. Catch you later.